chosen one. God said, "This is the last time you'll hear this offer. Please listen. This is not a warning. It is a divine alert." A rare spiritual moment is unfolding before your eyes, and you've been chosen to receive a final invitation from the throne of heaven. There comes a moment in every chosen one's life where the door doesn't just open, it swings wide, beckoning you to walk through without delay. This is that moment. This is not just a message. It's a divine countdown, an instruction wrapped in mercy, a last-time offer from God Himself. You've been circling around this call, feeling the pull in your spirit, sensing the pressure to move, to act, to believe bigger than you've ever believed before. And now heaven has announced, this is the final extension of this offer. What's about to be unlocked in your life requires immediate response. Don't let hesitation rob you. Don't allow fear, doubt, or delay to close what was meant to open. This is the last time the trumpet will sound this way. This is the moment you choose legacy over comfort, destiny over delay. Watch this video until the end. Comment your warmest wishes below and write 99 to energize the universe. Declare that this time you will not miss what's yours. Write it boldly as a sign of agreement and watch how things begin shifting in your favor. This moment is one of divine alignment, and your participation activates its momentum. Now, chosen one, like this video. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel, and let's begin. This is no ordinary turning point. You've been receiving whispers in your soul. They've come through signs, patterns, feelings too strong to ignore. They've come in sleepless nights, in sudden clarity, in moments of overwhelming emotion. That's not random. That's the voice of the Spirit drawing you to this very moment. You've asked for clarity, and this is your answer. God has kept His promise. He's extending a final hand, not because He's impatient, but because the time has come for the new chapter to begin. The invitation is holy, but it won't repeat in the same way again. When God says last offer, He's not closing the door to love or grace. He's closing the door to delay. He's closing the door to cycles that have wasted your time and drained your energy. He's sealing shut every back door the enemy once used to enter and distract you. God is finalizing the road to your breakthrough. And to do that, He's issuing one last call to commitment. He's saying, I've waited, I've whispered, I've nudged, and now I'm moving and chosen one. He's asking if you're ready to move with Him. This offer is not about money, though it will unlock provision. It's not about fame, though it will elevate your name. It's not about recognition, though it will finally cause others to see what God placed in you. No, this offer is deeper. It is about divine partnership. It is about you saying yes to the version of you that has been crying to be unleashed. This is a sacred pivot, a permanent shift. And if you receive this word with your whole heart, nothing after this moment will ever look the same again. Chosen one, remember, the most dangerous thing you can do right now is treat this message like any other. This isn't one of many. This is the one. You've outgrown where you've been, and heaven is confirming that the spiritual expiry date on your old life has been reached. You can no longer afford to keep feeding expired seasons. The discomfort you feel isn't punishment, it's prophecy. Your soul is reacting to the outdated environment it has long endured. This is not just spiritual exhaustion. It is divine transition. It is the evidence that your elevation is overdue. There are things God kept from you on purpose because if He had released them while you were still uncertain, distracted, or too wounded to handle it, they would have crushed you. But now, He's seen your inner healing. He's witnessed your quiet obedience. He's marked the hours you cried behind closed doors, the prayers you prayed that no one else heard. And now, He says, enough delay. Receive this offer because the time to rise is now. You've spent years watching others take what seemed meant for you. You've witnessed doors open for others while yours remained closed. You began to wonder if you had missed something, if maybe the window had closed for good. But God is saying, no, you didn't miss it. I was preparing you to walk through the door fully aware of your worth. The wait wasn't punishment, it was divine polishing. Now the offer returns, but this time it's final. This moment is not designed to pressure you. It's meant to promote you. But you must say yes. Yes with your spirit. Yes with your discipline. Yes with your voice. Yes with your decision-making. Heaven is not asking for perfection, only permission to elevate you. This is the spiritual contract being offered. You walk forward and God does the rest. The details are already written. The breakthrough already paid for. But God won't override your choice. He honors your free will, even when it costs you your miracle. That's why this moment matters so much. There is a harvest that has been held back until now, not by punishment, but by timing. This final offer is the unlocking of years. Seeds you forgot you planted are about to burst forth. Prayers you wept over are now maturing. You are not behind. You are simply in holding. But now God says, I release you. This is a release into supernatural reward, into recognition you don't have to beg for, into healing that doesn't hurt anymore, into alignment so pure you'll wonder why you ever doubted. And yes, into purpose so rich wealth must follow. This offer is not made to everyone. It's made to the faithful, the tested, the ready. And you, chosen one, are all three. You've walked through the fire. You've sat alone when others had crowds. You've remained loyal when your name wasn't called. And now, the silence ends. This is the final time heaven whispers this offer. Don't miss the sound. Don't overlook the shift. The pain had a purpose. The drought had a duration. But now the cloud is rising and it carries your name. It carries your legacy. It carries the fulfillment of the very thing you thought might never come. You're not just hearing a message, you are hearing a decision point. This isn't motivation, it's activation. This isn't hype, it's heaven's headline. You are being summoned, and your response will write the next 10 years of your life. You're not responding to fear, you're responding to fulfillment. Chosen one, pause for a moment and feel the weight of where you are standing. You are not at the edge of an ordinary opportunity. You are standing in front of the very thing that your spirit has cried out for in secret. It is here, not next year, not next season, now. And God is saying, will you believe me this time fully? Will you move without the hesitation that cost you before? You are not being punished. You are being positioned. This is the kind of divine urgency that does not return the same way again. There are rare moments in a chosen one's life when heaven presents an invitation wrapped in silence and clarity. The noise fades, the distractions fall, and in that moment, all you can hear is the still, small voice saying, move now. Say yes now. Act now. And it is in these moments that destinies are secured or lost. You are not on a detour. You are not in delay. You are in decision. And God is waiting not to convince you, but to crown you. Once you accept the final offer, everything you've been going through lately has been pushing you toward this. The confusion, the closed doors, the spiritual pressure. It has all been a setup for surrender. Heaven is no longer asking you to fight your way in. The door is already unlocked. The question is, will you walk through it without dragging the old you with you? You see, the old you can't come. The version of you that was always second-guessing the call, overthinking every step, waiting for others to validate what God already spoke to you, that version must stay behind. The new you is bolder, wiser, not perfect, but powerful. Not flawless, but full of faith. This final offer is not for the doubting version of you. It's for the version of you that believes even when it hasn't all made sense yet. It's for the version that is tired of settling, tired of surviving, tired of asking God for permission to be great when He already gave it. This is the hour to silence every voice of resistance inside you. Every time you said, "I'm not ready," heaven replied, "But I am." God is not bound by your past. He is not limited by your lack. He is not waiting on a crowd to confirm what He has already decreed. You are the one, not by popularity, but by prophecy, not by platform, but by preparation. The silence you've endured has made you strong. The rejection you've suffered has kept you holy. And the wait, that was God protecting the power in you until the right moment. That moment has arrived. And this is your confirmation. The offer is real, but it's the last time it will be extended in this form. You may never hear this message again with this same weight, the same urgency, the same grace covering it. And if you miss this wave, it will not destroy you, but it will delay you. And you've already been delayed too long. The next phase of your life will not be built on explanations. It will be built on obedience. This offer does not require full understanding. It requires full trust. God is asking you to take your hands off the blueprint and trust the builder. You won't need to manipulate it, force it, or figure out how He's going to do it. Your only job now is to say, "Yes, Lord, I accept." The offer may seem invisible right now, but its results will be undeniable. This decision will unlock divine alliances, sudden favour, and breakthrough so shocking it will silence your enemies and vindicate your journey. But it only begins with a yes. And the clock is ticking, the window is thinning, the time is now. This isn't about pressure, it's about positioning. You were born for such a time as this, and you must know that the enemy has been trying to distract you from this moment, because he knows that once you say yes, he loses grip. Once you step into this next dimension, old attacks lose power, old confusion loses influence, and the version of you that God has been building in silence finally stands tall and fully seen. Chosen one, God is asking you to close the chapter that won't close itself. You've waited for certain people to apologize before you healed. You've waited for perfect timing to begin again. But the truth is, this moment is not waiting for your comfort. It's waiting for your courage. God has already settled the matter. The offer has your name on it, but it's your decision that determines whether it becomes real in your life. You've said, "I'll do it tomorrow," too many times. You've given yourself another year, another excuse, another distraction. But now God is saying no more postponing your purpose. No more pushing back the promise. It's now or miss it. The delay ends today. The destiny begins now. And heaven is watching to see what you'll do. You must understand when God says, "This is the last time you'll hear this offer," He is not speaking from threat. He is speaking from truth. The offer is tailored for this moment. And if it is not received, it returns to heaven. Not out of wrath, but because heaven doesn't operate on indecision. The Spirit flows in response to faith, and you've been given the faith to activate it. Will you use it? There is a harvest already grown in the Spirit. The fields are ready, but God cannot force you to pick the fruit. He can only send the signal. This message is your signal. This is the time to say yes with every fibre of your being. No more waiting for things to be perfect. No more overthinking your anointing. No more questioning if you're chosen. The evidence is in front of you. You're still standing. You're still hearing. You're still called. God has not brought you this far to tease you. He is not dangling destiny in front of you like bait. He is offering it to you now, fully, finally, freely. All you have to do is respond. The very thing you've been praying for is wrapped in your obedience. It's not about who supports you. It's not about how many resources you have. It's not about how perfect your past looks. This final offer is about availability. You've been preparing. You've been refining. You've been repenting. And now heaven says, I've seen enough to move forward. God doesn't need you to be ready by man's standards. He needs you to be surrendered by heaven's. The offer isn't flashy. It's not loud. It may not come with applause, but it comes with power, with clarity, with supernatural speed. You will look back on this day and say, that was the moment it all shifted. That was the moment I said yes, and everything began aligning. Let others doubt. Let others walk away. Let others hesitate. You don't have time to waste anymore. You don't have the luxury of delay. God is serious. This is the last time this invitation will come to you this way. Say yes, not just in word, but in action, in mindset, in consistency, in movement. Every step forward now is a yes to your calling. Chosen one. You need to understand the gravity of this juncture. This is not the kind of moment that you get to revisit over and over again. This isn't a revolving door of chances. This is the kind of divine appointment that only comes once. And if you don't catch it, it will pass by. Not because you weren't worthy, but because you hesitated when faith was required. This moment is sacred. It's an offering, and it's loaded with anointed weight. Heaven is asking you to trust beyond logic, beyond emotions, beyond your own understanding, because this is your crossover season. This offer is an activation not just of your dreams, but of your destiny. It is the hand of God extended toward you, saying, step up now. I have already made the way. You only need to walk. The same doors that were once locked will swing open the moment you decide. Not after someone else validates you. Not after you feel completely confident. The supernatural won't wait for your natural sense to catch up. The realm of the Spirit is already moving, already shifting because the offer was sent, and time is of the essence. The truth is, you've been feeling it in your spirit. You know something bigger is calling you. You can't stay where you've been. Not mentally, not spiritually, not physically. You're outgrowing your old prayers. You're no longer satisfied by comfort. You felt the tug, the ache, the hunger for more. And that hunger is holy. That dissatisfaction with what once seemed enough is your soul's way of telling you you're ready. This is not just another season. It's a divine departure from every version of you that ever settled. You are not here to repeat cycles. You are here to complete the mission. But to do that, you must move now. You must let go of the idea that opportunities always return. No chosen one. This one is unique, custom built for you, time-stamped in heaven. And if you let this pass, you may spend years waiting for another open gate. And the enemy knows that. That's why the distractions have increased lately. That's why confusion has tried to cloud your vision. That's why you've been feeling pressure and emotional turbulence. Because you're standing on the threshold of transformation. The closer you get to breakthrough, the louder the warfare becomes. But let this encourage you. The resistance is proof that the offer is real. Darkness always fights the light it fears. But God doesn't want you distracted by what's coming against you. He wants you focused on what's coming to you. And what's coming is divine compensation. What's coming is a harvest so rich it rewrites your history. What's coming is honor in the very places you were once overlooked. This is not a temporary high. It's a permanent rise, but you must accept the call fully. Halfway won't carry you. God is not asking for perfection, but He is asking for decision. Stop second-guessing what heaven has already approved. Stop replaying old fears in your head like a broken loop. The enemy wants you paralyzed in overthinking, but God wants you activated in obedience. You don't need another confirmation. You need commitment. You don't need another sign. You are the sign. This is the final invitation. If you move now, the floodgates will open. If you delay again, you'll forfeit timing. And in the spirit realm, timing is everything you've spent too long surviving. God is now calling you to thrive. This offer is about building something that lasts. Generational wealth, legacy, spiritual authority, global impact. You were never meant to just make it. You were born to dominate in your lane, to be an answer, to be a leader, to be the one that changes everything for those connected to you. And this offer unlocks that future. There are people waiting on your yes, souls tied to your obedience, lives that will shift the moment you rise into position. This isn't just about you. It's about everything and everyone heaven assigned to your voice, your hands, your calling. You can't afford to play small anymore. You can't afford to hide your gift, water down your message, or dim your light for anyone's comfort. This is the season to walk unapologetically in divine confidence. God has already begun sending signs that the new door is here. The discontentment, the isolation, the sudden clarity, the repetitive dreams, the divine nudges in your soul. All of these were whispers of this moment approaching. But now it's no longer a whisper, it's a loud, holy announcement. This is the last time you'll hear this offer. If you're still waiting for the perfect plan, understand this. God doesn't give blueprints. He gives instructions, and instructions lead to overflow when obeyed. He is not calling you to analyze this moment. He is calling you to honor it. Trust Him enough to leap even when the net is invisible, because once you leap, the net will appear, and it will be stronger than anything you could have built on your own. This is not about being fearless. It's about being faithful. Courage is not the absence of fear. It's movement in spite of fear. And the reward for your courage in this season will be staggering. It will be miraculous. It will be so full circle. People will be shocked by how fast everything changed in your favor. But you must begin now. Write the vision again. Make the call. Launch the idea. Move cities. Leave that situation. Sign the paper. Trust the nudge. Start the thing that keeps burning in your spirit. Stop saying one day. Today is the day. God has been patient, but He is also precise. And if He said, this is the last time you'll hear this offer, He means it. The offer has a shelf life, not because His love expires, but because His timeline advances. God is strategic. He does not waste offers. And when He sends the final one, it's because the conditions are right for fulfillment. Everything is aligned. Every provision is waiting. The path is cleared. The angels are on assignment. The timing is divine. All He needs now is your participation, your yes, your belief, your action. And let this be the confirmation in your bones. If you act now, what's coming will blow your mind, not just in results, but in restoration. Every tear you cried will be answered. Every delay will be redeemed. Every loss will be turned into double. But you must move. You must respond. You must say yes like you've never said it before. This is a holy closing of an old chapter. You don't need to explain it to anyone. You don't need to wait for others to understand. Just walk, just obey, just trust, because the next page of your story is ready to be written. And it's called Miracle Manifested. Chosen one. Feel this in your spirit. Your next level does not require permission. It requires faith. God is not asking for an audience to approve you. He is not waiting for consensus. He is not trying to convince anyone else that you're ready. He already knows you are. And this final offer is heaven's confirmation that your faith has been seen, your pain has been weighed, and your promise is ready for delivery. But you must receive it. You are not late. You are not too broken. You are not behind. What looked like delay was disguised design. God was sculpting you in silence, preparing you when no one was clapping, forging you in the furnace of isolation. You thought you were being forgotten, but heaven was simply fortifying your foundation. Because the weight of glory you're about to carry requires strength, not spotlight. Don't underestimate the shift that is taking place right now. Even if things still feel ordinary on the outside, the atmosphere around you is anything but normal. There's a sacred tension in the spirit, a holy pressure building. That's because the release is near. The shift is already happening. But what you do now determines whether you rise with the wave or get pulled back by the undertow of hesitation. You see, hesitation is holy sabotage. It's the disguised voice of doubt, wearing the mask of caution. But God is not asking you to be cautious. He's asking you to be courageous. Faith isn't reckless when it's God-directed. It's righteous. And right now, righteousness requires a bold move, a leap, a line in the sand decision, one that says, I don't need all the details. I just need the green light, and heaven has already given it. There is someone reading this who has been stuck between movement and memories. You keep remembering the last time you tried and failed, the last time you believed and were disappointed, the last time you said yes and were met with heartbreak. But let me remind you, that was then. This is now. The last time broke you, but this time will build you. The last time drained you, but this time will reward you. The last time felt like loss, but this time will feel like alignment. Don't confuse past pain with future prophecy. Just because it hurt before doesn't mean it will hurt now. Just because you didn't see the fruit before doesn't mean the soil is barren. The conditions have changed. The timing has matured. And this final offer is heaven saying, try again, but this time with me leading every step. You've been waiting for a moment so clear, so loud, so undeniable that it would jolt you into action. This is that moment. This is the divine thunder in your soul that shakes you out of slumber. This is the call that won't come again in this way. This is the doorway of destiny that's been waiting on your courage to approach. And what's on the other side? Restoration, redemption, riches, reign, realignment, radical favour. The kind of results that make people say, only God could have done that. The kind of suddenness that makes up for every slow year you endured. The kind of clarity that silences every voice that ever told you you weren't enough. But it won't come to the hesitant. It won't be handed to the passive. It won't be downloaded into a distracted soul. It will only be revealed to the one who answers this call with fire in their eyes and surrender in their heart. The one who says, God, I don't know how you'll do it, but I believe you will. I don't know when it will come, but I know it's coming. So, I say yes, chosen one. That yes is everything right now. That yes breaks the chains. That yes shatters the cycles. That yes draws heaven closer. And this time, when you say yes, doors will open so fast, your mind will be overwhelmed, not with fear, but with gratitude. You will weep, not because you are tired, but because you finally feel the release. You finally feel what it means to be in the right place at the right time with the right spirit. And make no mistake, this final offer is marked by speed. What would have taken years will take months. What was supposed to be delayed until next year will be completed before this year ends. What others worked decades for will find its way to you through divine acceleration. But acceleration only occurs when movement starts. Heaven doesn't move until you do. You were never created to stay stuck in cycles of almost confident, almost bold, almost ready, almost obedient, almost. This is not a season of almost. It's a season of arrival, completion, manifestation. What was started in you must be finished, but the finishing begins with your decision to move. Let the past be over. Let the doubts dissolve. Let the people who couldn't see your value exit your life quietly. You are not called to convince them. You are called to obey him. This moment is not about proving anything to anyone. It's about stepping into everything God promised. And the promise is still good. The delay didn't cancel it. Your mistakes didn't revoke it. Time didn't age it out. The offer is still alive, but this is the last time it's coming in this form. It's time to awaken, to rise, to respond. Not later, not tomorrow, now. Because the one who hesitates will watch someone else walk in what was meant for them. And the one who obeys will walk in rooms they didn't even pray for, receive favor they never knew existed, and access inheritance they didn't even ask for. Why? Because they honored the moment. They honored the offer. This is your release from the wilderness, your exodus from survival, your crossing into promise. But it requires one final act of faith. Not dramatic, not perfect, just sincere, just holy, just real. Let your yes echo through the heavens. Let it shake the realm of darkness. Let it signal to the angels that you're ready. Because the moment you do, the offer becomes manifestation. Chosen one, by the time you reach the end of this message, something inside you will have shifted permanently. That tug in your spirit right now, that inner fire rising in your chest, that's not emotion. That's confirmation. That's the divine echo of the Holy Spirit saying, this is your time. Don't look back. Don't hesitate. Don't second guess us what I've already approved. This is your moment to take the final offer and step into divine fulfillment. You've walked through too much to stop here. You've cried too long to settle now. You've survived too many attacks to forfeit your reward. This next level isn't something you have to chase. It's something that will meet you the moment you move in faith. The road has been long, but the reward is weighty and the offer is real. Understand this deeply. God doesn't operate like man. Man gives conditional opportunities. Man opens doors that can shut in your face. But when God offers something, it's pure, it's intentional, it's eternal. This final offer is not based on your perfection. It's based on your positioning. You are positioned for promotion, and no demon in hell can stop what's been authorized in heaven. But you can delay it. You can ignore it. You can drown it out with noise, with fear, with distractions. That's why this is the final invitation in this form, because God is not speaking to your flesh. He's speaking directly to your spirit, and your spirit knows this is the turning point. Your soul knows this isn't just another message. This is sacred instruction, and heaven is watching your response. Let today mark the day that you stop rehearsing your worthiness and start walking in it. You are never required to be perfect, only positioned. And you're in position now. Every test you endured, every moment you obeyed quietly, every tear you swed in secret, it brought you here. And now you're ready. You've been processed, refined, pruned, and this final offer is heaven saying, you are prepared. You are not here by accident. You didn't stumble onto this moment.